Oh, Jamar Chase with the dive. Because Garrett Wilson's wide open. Garrett Wilson, touchdown Barons. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video here in the World of Juice channel, and welcome back to another episode of the Brooklyn Barons Relocation franchise here on Madden 23. That is right, we are back. We are into week number 3 of the final season of Barons football. I cannot wait to kind of give this series a nice little bow around it, because it's been a very fun series to do at times, and it's also been a very frustrating series at times. Mainly not because of the game, or not because of the team or anything, but because of how bad the game has been. But that's neither here nor there. We've got week 3 action against the 0-2 Atlanta Falcons today. Are they going to be bad? Probably. It's hard to tell with this game sometimes how good a team is going to be actually in the actual game. And we do have a history over the past couple of seasons where we tend to play down to bad competition, and it makes it a lot tougher of a game and a lot closer of a game than it certainly needs to be. So this is going to be a weird game, I'm assuming. I hope it's not. I'm hoping that we just blow them out from quarter to quarter, and that's it. And then we don't have to worry about it at all. That's the hope. But do I think that's going to happen? Probably not. So let's get into the game, and let's see what happens. Hit that like button if you're going to enjoy. Subscribe to the channel. Join the Juice Club, and let's get started. We have got week 3 against the Falcons from Atlanta headed today. That is the game of the episode. But first, we've got to take a look at a few different things. We've got weekly strategies to take care of. Take a look at the Falcons roster. And we've also got negotiations and scouting to do for the first time. And we talked a little bit about last week. I showed a little sneak peek of the negotiations. We have $66 million in available budget to bring back people. But it's not necessarily a thing that we have to do. Because this is the final season, we're not going any further than this. We're not going past the re-sign period, so these guys aren't going to go into free agency or anything. They will still be on our team by the time the series ends. But unless we want to give some guys a little bit of added confidence and re-sign them to a contract that we feel is good for them, like a Quinnen Williams, who is very much deserving of the money that he is probably going to get. I mean, look at that bonus. He's getting $18 million bonus. That's insane. And he's coming back. So we just paid Quinnen Williams a massive, massive bag. And that is our first re-signing of the year. Will there be any more? Probably. But I don't know. We'll have to keep in mind that money as well. I don't want to just blow it all on like 1 or 2 guys. So now we have the regional focus scouting. We can choose where to go regionally for the class. And it looks like the strengths of the class are very interesting. Let's just go with the central. Sure, we can focus regionally on the central. That's fine. That's perfectly fine. Set it on receivers. Scout the receivers. I don't care. But we can also take a look at the actual prospects. And it looks like right off the bat, Kyrie Richardson could be a freak. He's got A's across the board so far that we know about. He could be a freak. Sterling Duval, 6'5". He doesn't have the greatest speed, but this is a big-bodied dude. I mean, wow. And he's got a deep accuracy, I would expect, from Alabama. That is a huge quarterback. That's along the Josh Allen kind of build right there. 6'4" for this outside linebacker. Okay, there's some intriguing players in this class. Obviously, we're not gonna draft any of them, but there are some intriguing players in this class that could maybe wet your whistle a little bit for Madden 24. You never know. Desmond Ridder, still the quarterback here in Atlanta. No surprises there. We will scout the short pass, or defend the short pass, I should say. And then for our thing, I think we're gonna go with our short pass again. That's usually the move for us, is to go for the short pass. It seems to work pretty well, and then if we need to adjust, We certainly can at halftime. And in the last episode as well, not only did Eddie Pleasance, as Quincy Alexander breaks his finger in practice, that's not good, as Eddie Pleasance not only caught his first ever pass of his career, he also caught his first ever touchdown of his career. So Eddie Pleasance benefiting from the Garrett Wilson injury and is able to get a little bit of playtime and capitalize on, made the most of it. So Garrett Wilson's still out for this episode and next episode. Quincy Williams broke his finger. He's out for this episode and next episode. And also Greg Benson is injured for the week. So that's not good. We got a couple big injuries. But that just means that our guys in the backup spots can step up and play a little bit more. So we'll find out what happens there. Special teams, I wanted to remember, I can actually move Pleasance up to here and then make Nate Harris the number 1 guy, because we all know the electricity that Nate Harris brings to the kick return spot, and I keep forgetting to do that, so now that I actually remembered, we're going to make that happen. But it will go get changed again once those guys come back from injury, so I'll have to keep trying to remember, and I'll probably forget. But let's take a look before we jump into the game. Let's take a look at the Falcons team, see what they've gone through these past few years. They still have Desmond Ridder. We knew about that. Larry Moses is their backup quarterback. He's almost as good as Desmond Ridder at this point. Obviously, this isn't the Desmond Ridder that we know from the Arizona Cardinals 10-year rebuild. He developed into a 85-plus, almost a 90, I think, at that point in that series. He's not there yet, and he probably will never be there. Kareem Hunt is their starting running back with Terrell Dillard, but Dillard's injured. So Kareem Hunt and then a couple of low 70s are going to be in their backfield. Very interesting there. T. Higgins makes his way to Atlanta. He is the wide receiver number 1 with Calvin Ridley and with Keith Gibbons. I remember scouting Keith Gibbons. It looks like he made his way to Atlanta. Good for him. That's 3 pretty good receivers for Ridder to throw to. Hopefully we can lock him down. It's going to be a little bit tougher with the lack of depth with Greg Benson being injured, but Greg Benson wasn't a starter anyway, so. Kyle Pitts still obviously the tight end, X-Factor stud. We know him from the alternate timeline in the Chicago Cougars universe. Taylor Decker left tackle, David Edwards left guard, Matt Hennessy center, Chris Lindstrom right guard, and Dylan Raduns is the right tackle. So it's kind of an average offensive line. There's a little bit of weak spots here and there, probably on the tackle spots for the most part, but it's an average to good offensive line. Defensive line, Marlon Davidson, Bryce Huff, and A.J. Young. He is their superstar defensive tackle. I remember scouting him as well. Looks like they got him in the same draft class they got their, who was it? Wait, who was their other pick? It was it Moses? It might have been Larry Moses that I was thinking of. Or was it a receiver? No, it was Keith Gibbons. They were all in that. They all have 4 years experience, so they were all in that draft class. It seems like that draft class was the building block for this Atlanta Falcons team at this point. That's pretty interesting. Left outside linebacker is Cordell Swain, rookie from Ole Miss. Then you've got Deion Jones still here at middle linebacker. Very interesting. Right outside linebacker is Connor Cox. Corners are A.J. Terrell, who has developed into a very solid corner. Greedy Williams, Isaiah Rodgers, David Sears, Demetrius Fowler. So it really drops off after A.J. Terrell. I think we can handle ourselves pretty comfortably against these corners. Daniel Brown is the free safety. Jordan Fuller is the strong safety. He's developed into quite the nice strong safety. Kicker is Austin Seiberts, and he has really no accuracy, and he's a 74 overall, so we need to take advantage of that. And then the punter is Gabriel McNeil, and he's not very good either. So I can see why this team is 0-2, but I don't imagine them being under 500. I think they have a good enough offense to where they can get 8 or 9 wins, I think. But that's just me thinking. That's just me spitballing. I don't know what's going to happen in the simulation. They could go winless. Who knows? But that is everything that we needed to do before we get into the game. It's time. Barons and Falcons from Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. Let's get it.
It's week 3 of the 2027 season. And up next is Deion Jones, who had a strong showing last week with an 8-tackle game. It's the Falcons and the Barons, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
It's the National Football League, presented by EA Sports. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Brooklyn Barons and the Atlanta Falcons. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis. And, Charles, we take a look at this Falcons team as they enter play. It's an early test here after 2 losses to start the season, and a game they probably really need.
Obviously, no way do they want to get to 0-3. Not many teams make the playoffs with that kind of a start.
Meanwhile, for Brooklyn, our visitors, it's been a great start to the season. Back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go, but they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Brooklyn Baron football from the great state of Georgia. Atlanta Falcons, Brooklyn Barons, and we are off to the races as Sauce Gardner lays in on the man. And now we get to see Desmond Ridder for the first time today, and probably for the first time this entire series. I think this is the only time we've ever played the Atlanta Falcons in this Barons series. I'm pretty sure it is. I have no idea, and that's not going to start great. Sauce Gardner tries to get an interception on play 1. He probably should have had it, if we're being totally honest there. He should have had that interception. But it's okay, he doesn't get it. That's going to be Dylan Ross with a huge hit, taking Kareem Hunt down after 3 yards, and it's 3rd and 7 for the Falcons on their first drive of the day. Can we get to the quarterback? Ritter's got time. He finds an open man, and he's going to have a huge reception. First down, T. Higgins catches it. Wide open, too. I don't know what we were doing, why T. Higgins was wide open in the middle of the field. That's okay. It's a first down, Falcons. Now, is it going to be another carry? It is. Carry for Kareem Hunt. No gain on the play. Actually, he got 2 gains, or 2 yards on the play. Whatever. He didn't really go anywhere. It doesn't really matter. 2nd and 8. Another handoff to Hunt. It is. And Kareem has broken through a couple tackles. He slipped through there. That was kind of crazy. He, like, adjusted his body and got through those tackles. That was weird. He did it. And it's a first down for the Falcons. Man, I really wish Sauce Gardner would have picked off that first play. That would have helped us out so much. Rick Small cannot tackle Kyle Pitts, but he just steps out of bounds, so that helps us out. Only 15 catches for 160. He had to have been injured. Kyle Pitts had to have been injured in week 1 because there's no way that a tight end in 3 weeks or in 2 weeks only has 167 catches or 167 yards, especially a guy like Kyle Pitts. I guess it's possible in 2 weeks to only have 167 yards for Kyle Pitts, but I mean, come on, man. He's Kyle Pitts. He's got to be getting all of your targets in the first couple weeks, especially if you're a not great team. That's not great. That is a backup running back running through the middle of the offensive line against us. And we're kind of getting carved up here by this Atlanta offense. And this is their strong suit. Their defense is not very good. It's all right, but it's not very good. And their offense is their strong point, at least on paper. That ball is out. I think that was Dylan Ross who popped that ball out. He has been laying big hits all drive, and he was just planting the seeds, getting ready. Dylan Ross pops that football out, and it's ball to the Barons. But I got to see, was that actually Dylan Ross? I think it might have been. Yes, it was. Dylan Ross, man. He, since becoming a strong safety, since we moved him over, actually becoming a free safety, since making him a free safety when we drafted him as a linebacker, we've said his name a lot this season in the first 2 episodes and now the 3rd episode. He comes in big again. He fell over, actually, when he laid the hit. But Dylan Ross, man, he has been super, super impactful in his rookie season. I'm so happy that we moved him to free safety so he can get a little bit more playing time, because this man right here has been so impactful in the first month of the season. And we get the ball because of his forced fumble. So we turn away the momentum of the Atlanta Falcons that they were certainly building. They were looking pretty dominant. They were looking like they were getting ready to score. That is for sure. So I'm glad that Ross forced that fumble and caused them to turn the ball over. Barkley gets a couple of carries trying to establish that run game in the early going, the first couple plays. We'll give this to Ramondre and allow for him to maybe get this first down. If we get the right blocks, he will get it, and he does. Ramondre Stevenson. Good job there, getting 6 yards, gets the first down, and we continue this early drive here. I would like to take a lot of time off the clock. You know that I like to milk time off the clock, and I like to waste time, make sure that the teams that I'm playing against don't have a lot of time, but George Patton was bulldozing through some people right there. I thought he was going to break that third tackle. That would have been insane. You know that I like to take my time on offense for the most part. Sometimes I like to go quick, like 2-play drives or whatever, but that's just if I'm feeling crazy. Like now, when they show me press coverage on Justin Jefferson, how many times are you going to show press coverage on Justin Jefferson before you realize that you can't press coverage Justin Jefferson? Oh, baby! Another catch for Jefferson. You cannot go press coverage on Jay Jettas. He's always going to win. He's too good. That one was a little bit more dangerous because Jalen Hurts was about to get hit as he threw the football. But still, it worked out in the end. We're going to give this to Barkley. Barkley's going to have some space, and he falls forward. Touchdown, Barons. Touchdown, Brooklyn Barons. Saquon Barkley with a little bit of a alley-oop. And we get a touchdown here. I wasn't sure if he was going to be able to make it because most of the time, this defender right here breaks off that immediately and is able to wrap up whoever's running the football. But luckily he didn't. He had enough time Barkley had enough time to get through, and he gets the end zone touchdown there and does a little alley-oop, layup style. Saquon Barkley with a massive, massive, massive first touchdown for the Barons. And we got to get him celebrating with the "Are you not entertained?" This is the slowest turnaround I've ever seen in my life. Are you not entertained? I am entertained, Saquon. Don't you worry. Don't you worry, don't you worry, child. I've got a lot of options for my thumbnail, that's for sure. Barons start the game up by a touchdown on the Falcons thanks to the Dylan Ross forced fumble that gave us the ball, ruined all the Falcons' momentum. And now we go back on defense to try to do it again. We might as well try to do it again. I don't see any reason why not. I mean, we've got Dylan Ross who can force fumbles. We've got Derwin James who can certainly force fumbles. And we've got some pretty hard-hitting linebackers as well. Some pretty talented linebackers, as the kick returner got a huge kick return there to the 41-yard line. So if they didn't already have momentum going into this next drive, they definitely do now. Give the ball to Kareem Hunt again. Let me get a forced fumble on him. I'm waiting for it. I want it. I want to force a fumble on Kareem Hunt. They're going to give it back to him right after he just fumbled it, but I didn't turn into Dylan Ross quick enough, and he got bulldozed. He got run over. 2nd and 4. They've only passed the ball 3 times, have the Falcons. Obviously, one was that completion to T. Higgins. And that is a catch on the sidelines. 3rd and 1 now. Good tackle. We go to the second quarter. I like the little bird they have, the falcon that they have in the opening of the stadium, or the outside the stadium. Looks pretty cool. 3rd and 1. I kind of wanted to do a linebacker blitz, but I wasn't sure what to do, and then it was too late. Didn't have time. So they do a little fullback handoff, and he gets the first down fairly easy. That's okay. That's all right. I'm not panicking. I'm not upset. Nothing like that. Derwin James, huge hits. Huge hit. Kareem Hunt, he's got to be careful, man. He's already coughed it up once. And Derwin James is the man who's known to pop the ball out, especially coming downhill. He's got a ton of those in his career here in Brooklyn. So Kareem Hunt's got to be careful, and that running back Whitfield had nowhere to go. He got stuck behind his own guys. 3rd and 7 now for the Falcons. Let's turn them over. I don't think their kicker has enough leg to get this field goal here from this distance. They would have to hopefully get it, and Sauce Gardner gets his revenge. He should have picked off the opening play of the game, I should say. He dropped it. He had bricks for hands, but he remembers that he has soft, succulent hands, and he picks that ball this time. Sauce Gardner with the interception. 2nd turnover for the Falcons on back-to-back drives. And the Brooklyn Barons are doing what we do best, and that is force turnovers on defense, man. We are so good at that. That's our bread and butter, baby. That is our breaded butter pickles. Ramondre, another carry. He's got 3 of them for 23 yards. And I think we'll go slants. We haven't done like a traditional slants in a hot minute, so we'll go a little bit of slants. And we have the rookie Eddie Pleasance in there, but I'm going to go A.J. Brown. Nice little middle of the field, quick throw. Make some simple reads, not have to make anything too difficult. And then we'll go with a little bit of an X follow because I'm going to adjust to have Eddie Pleasance just go straight deep and see what happens. Maybe something crazy can happen. Instead, I'm going to take off with Jalen Hurts and just go because I didn't have anything open there. Got to make the smart decisions. Got to make those smart decisions when you're playing quarterback. You got to have quick thinking, galaxy brain type decision making. Barkley up the middle. Saquon Barkley. We're starting to chip away at their defensive line here. And I am all for it. Let's go verticals here. I don't freaking care, man. You know I love me some verticals. Although I'm going to have to check that down. It's fumble. It's a touchdown most likely unless Tom Lowry's not catching him. That's stupid. All right. Well, that completely screws up my plans for dominating this game. I was going to do some fun stuff with Hurts rolling around and then just checking down to Saquon Barkley, but I guess the offensive line didn't want to block for too long. So the guy got there quicker than I wanted him to, and I already pressed the throw button. And he fumbled it. And now it's a tie game. Don't high-five anybody, Jalen. You fumbled the football. Why are you high-fiving? All right, so let's try to not do that this drive and then instead score a touchdown. How's that? I like that. That sounds like a good plan. Sounds like a real good plan. Who's going to be open here? I'm going to have to roll. I'm going to have to take off and run. I don't have anybody open. Jalen Hurts got hit after he was going out of bounds. That's a flag. But obviously they don't have that programmed into the game, at least consistently. It has to be super egregious if they're going to throw a flag. That's only happened a few times. We get the ball to start the second half, though, so that is a bright spot, and that might change my plans a little bit. I might go into this drive trying to take some time off the clock, score with little to no time left in the half, and then hopefully score to start the second half. That's the double dip. So if we can complete that, that would be the ideal situation now that we have given them a touchdown, even though I didn't want to give them a touchdown, but it wasn't really my choice. I threw the ball already. It was already in motion, and you can't stop the motion in the ocean, and that is an incomplete pass because for some reason Jalen Hurts just forgets how to throw a football accurately sometimes. I don't know why. And if I would have done aggressive catch, it would have been that stupid animation where he gets hit and dropped it. So I don't want to hear I hate my life. How was that a pick, man? All right, so it looks like this game is going from good to bad to worse. Falcons have the ball, minute 28 to go. All of their timeouts. I've just had 2 consecutive turnovers, just like the Falcons did. They had 2 consecutive turnovers. I didn't really know where to go with the football. I was getting a pressure from the defensive line. I didn't know where to go, okay? I just had to throw it there. I thought Kyle Pitts would go out of bounds again like he did the first time, but he stayed in bounds and got some extra yards there. And then I missed my hit stick. That's kind of embarrassing, but that's what I do. I miss easy tackles. I always do that. First down and 10 for the Falcons. Minute 16 to go. It's a screen pass. We don't have anybody there. Derwin James, I needed a bigger hit than that, Derwin. I needed a huge hit. They used their first timeout. A minute to go. Maybe we try to use this to our advantage and make sure they use all their timeouts before they kick the field goal. That's been possible before. Forget that. Sauce Gardner, pick 6. Write it in the record books. It's Sauce Gardner. Oh, baby. He undercut the route. He read it beautifully, and he picks it off. Number 2 for him today, and a pick 6 to add to his resume. Easily done. He read that like a book. Easy reads. Green eggs and ham. Bengal YouTube. Oh, baby. That was easy. Absolutely brilliant play from Sauce Gardner, and we actually do score before the end of the half. It's not the way that I envisioned it, but hey, a touchdown is a touchdown, especially in the game of Madden. 14-7, 53 seconds to go. The second pick of the day, pick for Desmond Ridder. We'll see if he comes back out here and throws a third. I would like that. Please give me a third. I want to completely embarrass you guys on your home turf, so throw me another pick. And that's the second time he's gone to that kind of route. Remember the very first play of the game, he threw T. Higgins to the sidelines, and Derwin cut it off, or Sauce Gardner cut it off, but he just dropped it off his hands. So this time, he throws a little curl route, little comeback route, and Sauce read it this time, and he had those soft, succulent hands to pick off that football. 41 seconds. They used a timeout, so they have one timeout remaining, and they're from their own 41. We need to keep them in bounds, make them use that next timeout, and then they won't be able to kick a field goal. That's going to be picked off. It's Bryce Hall, number 3 for Desmond Ridder. And we've got a slight chance to get more points. It's not guaranteed, but it's another chance to get points, and you know I love me points. Let's do it. Let's do the dang thing. I'm going to just heave one. It's going to be picked off again, isn't it? Okay, good. They brought an all-out blitz to try to stop that play. That was crazy. They had like 5 guys in coverage. They bring a linebacker. He's going to have space. I got to get this away. It's going to be intercepted because that's just how things work in this game. I tried to... You know how I said I wanted to not throw many interceptions with Jalen Hurts? I didn't really believe that either. Desmond Ridder again. He's going to get... What? Excuse me? Excuse me? They're going to get their points anyway because it's just BS. But what? Hello? Are you kidding me right now? How in the world did Desmond Ridder throw this football? This is a sack. You got to be kidding me. I dove before he even threw it. This is a sack. How did he throw that? And let alone, how did he have enough arm strength to get it 20 yards downfield? What are we talking about here? God, this game sometimes. Man, I really hope Madden 24 is better than that. What are we talking about? That is some absolute B to the S. Get the F out. WWF 2000. Good God, that was bad. This whole second quarter has just been a cluster. That is for sure. Harris returning. Can he return it for a touchdown? No, he can't. The first guy that he sees tackles him. And you know what? I'm just gonna freaking just go for it. I'm just gonna yeet the ball down the field. If I throw another interception, who cares? I'm just gonna yeet. Here we go. It's Jefferson. He actually's got a man. No! He had a step on him. How did he drop it? Oh, man. This game sometimes absolutely sucks. How did he drop that? That was in the bread basket. It wasn't even in the bread basket. It was in the actual basket. There was no bread. It was in the basket. Okay, let's not have a repeat of what happened in the second quarter. Let's have a repeat of what happened in the first quarter. I like what happened in the first quarter. We were much better on offense in the first quarter. Let's do that again. Let's not do the second quarter. 2nd and 8 from the 25 out to the Barkley carry on first down. We'll go back to Saquon again. He's going to have to squeak around some people, do a little bit of Houdini action, and get up to the 30-yard line. 3rd and 3. Come on, Saquon. Give me a touchdown. I want a touchdown. Give that to A.J. Brown. That was close. That was probably not the best choice to throw, but I did it anyway because I'm crazy. You guys know it. Let's go read option here. We haven't done read option very much this season. I think I did a little bit of it last episode, but not much this season. And, of course, they're going to have a guy that's right there. I hate this. And Eddie Pleasance now is injured, our rookie. That's not good, because we don't have a lot of depth at receiver, especially with Garrett Wilson still injured. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. I don't like the way that our offense is coming together. A.J. Brown, how did that go through your hands? Dislocated wrist, out for the game. Well, the rookie is done for the day, and we've got about 3 to 4 receivers. This is not going to go well, and I chose the wrong receiver! I should have pressed square. That's what I wanted to press, but I pressed the wrong button on accident. I pressed the wrong freaking button on accident. Am I even going to be able to get this to Will Washington? That's going to be an incomplete pass because of... I want to break something, man. Sometimes this game just gets in my anger issues. It boils my blood, that is for sure. Pick that off, Sauce. Turn me into Sauce. Why'd they turn me into Dylan Ross? He's not even close to the play, man. If you give me Sauce Gardner there, I could have picked that off. Oh, I thought that was play action. I thought it was going to be a fake for Kareem, but they actually gave it to him. I was waiting for the camera to pull back to Desmond Ridder, but it didn't. And it's a 3rd and 6. From the 43-yard line. He hurdled? Okay, now we're just having a laugh. Now this is just a joke. What are we talking about here? The CPU doesn't hurdle. What are we talking about? Oh, this game never ceases to amaze me. That is for sure. With the amount of absolute, utter crap that it shows me. 2nd and 5, they changed the play. They're going to score, no doubt about it. They are going to score. They're going to go back up in the game, and they're probably going to win this game because that's just how things happen. Oh my God, he juked me out of my shoes. Are we serious, bro? T. Higgins with the juke. I hate this game so much. I hate this game so much. We are down by 3 in the 2nd half against a bad Atlanta Falcons team. Not surprised, because this is what I predicted would happen, although I didn't predict it would go down this way. This is basically what I thought would happen in a game like this, when you're going up against a team that is clearly not as good as you. Clearly not as good as you. We are so much better than this Atlanta team. And yet we are playing down to the competition like we tend to do when we play bad teams like this. Just like how we lost to the Chicago Cougars last season in something that I'm still not really over. I hate the fact that we lost that game. We should have had no business losing that one. We were the better team by a mile.
This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room, or they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. All I need to do is fix everything here. I don't want to talk about it. Don't even bring it up. I don't want to talk about it. 24-14, Falcons lead over the Barons. Nate Harris has some room, but it goes away quickly. Okay. Now we're in desperation mode. Now we are in absolute desperation mode because we are down 10. They have all the momentum. They have the shaky screen. It's going to be Mason, the second-year man. Big catch. Big catch right there. We'll go with the verticals. We got rid of the shaky screen. That's nice. You know I hate the shaky screen. That's going to be caught by A.J. Brown. Did not think he'd actually catch that. Thought that'd be a drop for sure. Get that again, A.J. Brown. Touchdown. All right. That's one. We need to get another one. We need to stop them on defense. McPherson will put this through to make it 24-21 with 1:51 to go in the third quarter. Let's go, defense. We've been kind of slacking here, letting the Falcons do whatever they want in the second quarter and in the third quarter now. Let's not do that again. Let's change things up. Let's dominate and turn them over or force a punt. I don't really even care. I don't care what happens as long as they don't score at the end of this drive. A field goal isn't the worst thing in the world. That just makes them go up by a touchdown. But I don't want that to happen. So we're going to force something here. Dylan Ross still in. Oh, you got to pick that off, my boy. Please. There's our draft class. Pretty good. We got a lot of players in this draft class. A lot of offensive linemen. But I really, really wish that Dylan Ross would have picked that off. He is a linebacker, an outside linebacker. With he's not a pass coverage outside linebacker. That wasn't his archetype. So doesn't have the greatest of hands, but he still probably should have picked that off. And he might have had a pick six too. I don't know. Maybe he would have got close. They get the first down with Kyle Pitts. No surprises there. He's really good. Minute 17 to go in the third quarter. They're going to hand this off to Kareem. Nick Bolton in the backfield shuts it down. Good job from Bolton there. He got quickly to the backfield. 50 seconds to go. Third quarter from the 37. Ritter in the shotgun position. Quinnen Williams trying to go after him. That's going to go out of bounds. Threw it over the head of Kyle Pitts. And it's 3rd and 11 for the Falcons. Come on, boys. They're going to change their play. Be ready. Be ready. I don't think it's going to be a run. It's probably going to be a pass. Just be ready for the middle of the field. That's where they've gone. Calvin Ridley. Big first down. Wide open. Nobody tracked him. He lined up on the offensive line and ran a little out route to the sidelines. That's annoying. They're going to hand this off to Kareem, and Kareem Hunt is going to somehow find his way through the backfield. I don't know how he stayed up on his feet and how he didn't get brought down, but he didn't, and it's the end of the third quarter. Falcons up 24-21 on us. What happened? Auto flip? No, turn off auto. I don't know what that was. Did I press something? I have no idea. 2nd and 2 from the 27-yard line, start of the final quarter. It's going to be Steve Smith. I wanted that interception, man. You should have probably gotten there. I know that you're fast. You should have gotten there. He doesn't do it. It's a first down. Come on, boys. We got to rely on this defense. This is what we do. This is what our team is built on, is the defense. We are known for the defense. We're like the 2000 Ravens. We are known for our defense. It's what's won us 2 championships. That's going to be another handoff. Kareem Hunt going nowhere. Quinnen Williams in the backfield. 3rd and 6. Come on, boys. Come on. Please. One more stop is all we need. Force a field goal, and we can get back on offense. Get to him. Get to Desmond. He's going to have a touchdown. How is T. Higgins wide open? What are we doing on defense, guys? Come on. They go back up by 10 because, of course, they do. For some reason, we've just forgotten how to stop them. He's thrown 3 freaking interceptions today, and we can't force a 4th? Even though Dylan Ross had a 4th in his hands, he just dropped it? Well, this drive has to be a touchdown or we're going to lose the game, so let's do that. Nate Harris takes it out of the back of the end zone. Nate Harris has got some speed, and this is why we put him back in the starting kick return spot, because he's electrifying. Touchdown, Barons. Nate Harris, is that number 2 on the season already? Or did that happen last year? I don't remember. But that is an electrifying kick return from the most electrifying man in sports entertainment, Nate Harris. What a play. And that does it for me, man. I don't care how we score as long as we score. So just like that, and it took little time off the clock, just like that, we are back down by 3. And we got to rely on this defense again, man. We got to rely on this defense to make one stop. If we can make one stop, we can score again. We can flip this game back on its head and give us the momentum that we need to carry on and win. Quinnen Williams absolutely destroyed the left guard there, got to the backfield, and shut that down for a loss of 15. Quinnen Williams, man, that's why we paid him the big bucks before the game started. That is why we re-signed him to a massive extension with an $18 million signing bonus because of stuff like that, but Kareem Hunt just erased all of that with one run. Roosevelt Patton injured. We don't have really the depth to handle that. That's going to suck. But the momentum is completely back on the Falcons side now because Kareem Hunt just erased everything we just did on that previous play and more. Man, I just can't catch a break, can I? I get one good play, and then it's like 2 bad plays that happen in a row. It's 1 step forward, 17 steps back. Ritter finds Calvin Ridley for a first down. And the clock is going, man. The clock is going. Step it up, boys. Stop this Falcons offense. What happened? We were able to stop them all first half. And then for some reason in the second half, we've forgotten how to play football? What are we doing here, boys? That's a big hit. Dylan Ross on T. Higgins. I was hoping he maybe fumble it, but he didn't do it. Come on, I don't want to see the replay. Come on, I get it. I saw what happened. I was there. 3 minutes in this game. If they score again, down by 10, it's going to be very hard to come back and win this game. We have to do something. That's an incomplete pass. Ritter overthrew Kyle Pitts. They are semi in field goal range. If they get maybe like 5-10 more yards, they'll be in field goal range. Oh, that's a big play. Kentavious Bishop unblocked the corner blitz. He came through the offensive line. Nobody even touched him. And he gets the sack to push him out of field goal range for sure. 3rd and 18. Come on, 1 stop, please, is all I need. That's all I'm asking for is 1 more stop. Get us the ball back. Ritter has time. He finds him deep. What are we doing? What happened? Why was he wide open? Dylan Ross is the only man covering him, but then it turns me into him. He was never going to catch him anyway, even if I didn't turn into him. Why was he wide open? He just ran down the field uncovered. Everybody just let him go, and then Dylan Ross was the only guy left back there to even have a chance, and now the Falcons are up by 10 again. It was 3rd and 18, bro. It was 3rd and 18, and he does that? God, sometimes I just hate this game, bro. I just want to die. Are you kidding me? Are you actually legit kidding? Is this a joke? Am I being punked? Nate Harris couldn't do it again, so now we have to go on offense and try to score to go down by 3. It's not even like if we score, we tie the game. If we score, we go down by 3 still. We're still losing. We have to get an onside kick or something. Good catch by Will Washington. That's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. I cannot believe we're going to lose this game. I cannot believe it. We are the better team by so much. And we're going to lose this game because of some BS fumbles that Jalen Hurts had. Unreal. Absolutely. This game, man, just, it's so bad. Like, what are we talking about here? We're really talking about losing a team as good as we are, losing to a team as bad as the Falcons are because of some BS fumbles. I don't even know where to go with the football. That's an incomplete pass because Jalen Hurts just forgets how to throw sometimes. 1:26 to go. We've got to score, obviously, and we got to score now. That's a tight throw. That's a tight window. Dropped, incomplete. I thought Jefferson was going to have it on the deflection. He didn't do it. 3rd and 10. I accidentally threw it quickly, but it's going to work in our favor, at least for a first down. I pressed X too many times. I pressed X one too many times. Jefferson, touchdown. A minute to go. I don't really even care. Like, it's a minute to go, but what does it matter? We're still going to lose the freaking game. McPherson puts it through. 38-35. I mean, we've got to go onside kick. But I've never gotten an onside kick, I don't think. I don't think I'm going to get this one either. Unless it bounces. Nope. Maybe we can force a fumble. Man, I hate that we're losing. I hate that we're losing this game. I hate it. it makes me so mad that we're going to lose this game. We have no business losing this one. We are the better team by far. By far the freaking better team. So much better than this freaking Falcons team. I hate it so much. I just want to, I want to break something. I freaking want to die. I just want to die. 3rd and 5 from the 54, or from the 43. 54 seconds on the clock, and they're gonna get a first. You don't even know. You don't even know the level of anger that I'm feeling right now. I want to punch a wall, bro. I want to put my hand through a wall. I obviously won't do that, but it is hard to not do that. Unreal. Unreal. I can't believe we lost this game. I cannot even believe that we just lost that game. Like, are we serious? I lost this game? Like, this isn't just a dream? I'm not having a lucid dream where I'm imagining that I lost this game just for the laughs. I really lost it. That you're being serious. We're talking the same stuff. We're being serious right now. I lost this game.
They're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season, and they will hit the road next week for a date with a new visitor.
Well, that's it for the episode. I honestly don't care if you liked it or not. I'm not in the mood for that. I'm not in the mood for an outro. I'll see you guys next time.